to develop PTSD.
And coming up after sports, Major League Baseball gets its first female GM.
It's 12:45.
It's time for sports, and from Sportsnet 650, the home of the Canucks, it's Adam Forsyth.
Some big names are lurking near the top of the leaderboard in round 2 of the Masters. Dustin Johnson, Justin Thomas, Abe Answer, and Cameron Smith all share a one-shot lead at 9 under par. Tiger Woods is in the hunt at 4 under, while Corey Connors is currently the top Canadian at 1 under. On the ice, while the NHL continues to target January 1st to start next season, there remains plenty of logistics to work through. As a result, Sportsnet's Elliot Friedman says any official announcement remains a ways away.
I had some people tell me that they didn't get as much yesterday as they hoped to get. You know, there had been reports earlier this week that the league was going to prepare a proposal for Thursday. I was told that was unlikely to be the case, and that's kind of what happened. I don't think anything formal. I think it was more like, this is what we're thinking, and I'm sure there were details on there yesterday that, you know, they asked the governors not to say much about.
Locally, the Giants have filled their assistant coaching vacancy, adding Keith McCambridge. He heads to Vancouver with 2 decades of coaching experience, including the last 10 years in the AHL. On the diamond, Kim Eng has made history. She is the first general manager of a major pro sports team in North America after being hired by the Marlins. She joins Miami, having won 3 World Series titles, working in the front offices of the Yankees, Dodgers, and White Sox. And overseas on the tennis courts, Vancouver's Vasek Pospisil ending his season in style. He's defeated Richard Gasquet to advance to the final of the Sofia Open. Sports at 15 and 45 past every hour, or online anytime at sportsnet.ca/650.
Hi everybody, this is Takdeer Tindall from Hockey Night in Canada Punjabi edition. Just want to take a second now to wish everyone a happy Diwali, and we hope you all enjoy and celebrate safely with your loved ones.
News 11:30 time, 12:47, 5 degrees, windy, and partly sunny in Vancouver. A warning from the medical community in this country about just how bad COVID-19 is affecting the healthcare system. News 11:30's Paul James tells us it comes as the South Asian community prepares to celebrate Diwali this weekend.
The province already pleading with people to celebrate the Festival of Light this weekend virtually, saying they don't want this to become a super spreader event. All of this as the Canadian Medical Association comes out with its own warning, saying we're at a tipping point. It notes that we're seeing an average of 4,000 new COVID-19 cases as well as 50 deaths per day. Canada's doctors saying we're in a crisis.
BC currently dealing with over 500 new COVID cases per day, with new provincial modeling warning those numbers could double in less than 2 weeks. The Prime Minister promising to sit down with provincial and territorial premiers next month to see what more can be done to tackle this pandemic. But Justin Trudeau says we can't let up as provinces like Manitoba go under an almost full lockdown.
COVID-19 surges like the one they're experiencing in Manitoba can happen anywhere. So we all have to be vigilant in every part of daily life and in every part of the community.
Trudeau says possible vaccines are on the way, but that won't help anyone who gets COVID today. Frontline healthcare workers are reporting professional burnout as case numbers continue to rise. Christine Sorensen, BC Nurses Union president, says they're overworked and distressed.
Nurses are exhausted and they are burning out already, and it's so early in the state of this outbreak. But we do need to look at short-term solutions. We need to look at ways to support nurses who are currently working. There are a lot of nurses who are being infected in the work site and having to take time off because they're either infected with COVID or contact to COVID. So they need to be protected. They need to have access to the proper personal protective equipment. They need a number of regulations put in place to restrict access to facilities where people are freely able to walk around and aren't wearing masks. We need access to quick testing and turnaround for that testing to be done.
Sorensen adds she's also pushing for violence protection in the workplace. Well, between COVID-19 deniers and those who just can't be bothered to do the right thing, a sociologist says we're facing a grim future with rapidly rising cases. News 1130's Ash Kelly is hearing what governments can do given how many people just won't listen.
After 8 months of being told to do the right thing to save lives and support healthcare workers, the University of Alberta's Amy Kaler says those who don't buy into the severity of COVID-19 simply can't be reached with reason.
Smart enough, do the right thing. Messages probably aren't going to land, but reducing the opportunities for people to harm each other through infection is more effective. I really don't want to go into another long, hard lockdown. That is a better option.
Others, she says, are breaking rules because they have no choice. Some going to work when they're sick to pay the bills. Others can't afford to pull their kids out of daycare.
And that's where we need supports to be in place that would enable people people who stay home, isolate, keep away from other people.
I'm Ash Kelly.
Coming your way in 60 seconds, we'll check traffic and weather together on the ones. It's 12:50.
Listening just once a day means you're missing out. Tune in 3, 4, or 5 times a day to make sure you're getting the latest breaking news, traffic, and weather.
This is News 1130.
Hey, Surrey. This one's for you. Wouldn't it be great if you could redeem your PC Optimum points at Esso stations? Well, now you can. Until January 15th, redeem 2,000 PC Optimum points for 5 cents off per liter of fuel or 5,000 points for any free car wash at participating Esso stations in Surrey. Limit 1 redemption per PC Optimum member per day. Maximum liters and additional conditions apply. Visit an Esso station near you to learn more and start redeeming.
Top of her game. Empowering discussions with some of the most influential women in sport. Women who have blazed trails and women who continue to light the world on fire. These are stories of strength, power, and resilience that deserve to be told.
What is the best advice you would offer to a young Stephanie McMahon?
Be confident. Be proud of who you are.
Top of her game with Tara Sloan. Sundays at 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific on Sportsnet 1.
It's 12:51 to the traffic center and Matt Coffin.
All cars looks great right now for the major routes. I'm seeing no delay for the Massey Tunnel, Alex Fraser, or Highway 1 for the Port Mann, although the iron workers starting to see a bit of volume now southbound from about the Mountain Highway overpass down towards the start of the bridge. So any updates to star 1130. Also seeing volume on Hastings at Nanaimo. East and westbound is getting heavy. So if you see a problem, it's star 1130. Bit of volume on Scott Road 120th at Nordell 88, so north and southbound 120th seeing a tie-up. And then if you see any other problems, accident stalls, road worker volumes, give me an update. It's all hands-free, star 1130. Ready to holiday? Indigo and Chapters have the gifts you want before you need them. Shop online with same-day in-store pickup or visit any location. Visit indigo.ca.
To the Ben Folds Roofing and Solar Weather Center we go, and meteorologist Michael Coos. And Michael, as predicted, the rain stopped and the wind just started to blow.
Yeah, I would say when we were talking this time yesterday, I was saying that the wind would ramp up at around this time. I thought the rain might end a little bit earlier than it did. It lingered to around 10 a.m. in a lot of spots. It's long gone now. There's a couple of lingering showers out around Chilliwack and beyond up to Hope. And then if you get past Hope, we're looking at snow up over the Coquihalla. Terrible traveling over the mountain passes, even through the canyon. It's not great. So I'd advise sticking around for at least another, till tomorrow morning. It won't be too bad if you do have to travel. The roads will be prepped and much better. This afternoon around the lower mainland, it's all wind. It's some sunny breaks. Small chance for a couple of pop-up showers. Otherwise, more sun than anything else with a windy high of 8 degrees. Drops down to 3 overnight. Tomorrow we get a high of 8 with rain coming back in late in the day, lingering overnight. Could be around first thing on Sunday. Otherwise, just mainly cloudy on Sunday with a warmer high of 10. Rain returns on Monday, but that's a warm front that's sweeping through and will usher in some incredibly mild conditions. They won't last that long, but we could hit on Tuesday 13 to 15 degrees, no problem at all. Currently it's 8 degrees in Langley. We're at 7 degrees in Steveston. Your daytime high is warm as 8.
Traffic and weather for the Canadian Marketing League. Presenting the Canadian Marketing League. It's more than a marketing case competition. It's a rocket launcher for marketing careers. Sign up at topadexec.com.
When we know, so will you. We'll send you a push alert or email of the news while it's still happening. Just sign up for breaking news alerts at news1130.com.
Brought to you by the Monitoring Center Home Security. Alarm monitoring 24/7 for just $9.99.
It's 12:54, and let's head back to the States. A white father and son charged in the deadly shooting of a black man in February in Georgia will stay behind bars.
A judge has denied bond for Gregory McMichael and his son Travis McMichael, the men accused of killing Ahmaud Arbery in Brunswick, Georgia in February. A third man, William Roddy Bryan, who recorded the killing, also denied bond. In July, the three pleaded not guilty to 9 charges against each of them, including malice murder. Several witnesses testified on their behalf, describing them as upstanding citizens. Prosecutors presented text and social media posts in an effort to show how racism likely played a role in Arbery's death. The 25-year-old was shot and killed while jogging. Lionel Moise, ABC News.
SpaceX chief Elon Musk may have COVID-19, which means he'll have to steer clear of NASA's Kennedy Space Center ahead of his company's second crew launch this weekend. Reporter Gio Benitez reports Musk says he doesn't have any of the symptoms of COVID.
He said he was tested for COVID 4 times today. 2 tests came back negative.